Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to do a video that I used to love watching on YouTube and I don't see a lot of lately, but I thought would be pretty fun to put together. And that is a set of mystery unboxings. So I've got 5 packages here, and what I'll do is I'll go through each one of these. I will give you some clues as to what's inside, open them up, show you what I got, and then see how well you were able to guess it. And so I do know, I think, what's in most of these. 1 or 2 of them I might have to open up before I can remember what exactly is inside. But yeah, hopefully it's fun for you. It's always enjoyable to play a little bit of a guessing game. And feel free to put your guesses down in the comments or let me know how you did, or yeah, just whether or not you enjoy this style of video. All right, the first one is a small package. It is this big, about the size of my hand. And this is a piece of gaming memorabilia. It is from a pretty popular party game franchise. It has, at this point, well over 10 entries, I think. The most recent one was actually in my 2018 Game of the Year list. And yeah, this particular item is a small piece of memorabilia for the series that you don't see too often. Yeah, I think that's probably all the hints that I can really give you. Character is pretty popular. And so it is a keychain from Mario Party. So we'll show that to the camera, see if we can get that to focus. But yeah, this guy's from Mario Party. It's a keychain from back when the original games came out. And I thought this was just a really cool piece. I wonder if I can get it to focus here for you. There we go. Yeah, I thought he was really cool. I was really excited to pick him up, and I got him for pretty cheap. So, very cool piece of memorabilia to add to the collection there. All right, next one. This one is not a game. It is actually a box and a manual to complete the copy that I already own. This is a game for the original Nintendo that spawned a very popular role-playing franchise. And it feels difficult to give any more clues without giving away what exactly it is. Let's just say that there's a lot of jokes around how its title is a bit of a lie. And if you're a fan of role-playing games on any system, basically, you're probably a fan of this game. But this is where it all started on the original Nintendo. And that is the box and manual for the original Final Fantasy. Not in perfect condition, some creases and stuff, but I only had the cartridge for this game, and I was able to track down a box and manual for a decent price, well below what it typically goes for. So what we'll do is we'll take our copy here, copy out of my collection, and we will add this in, and then before you know it, we have a complete copy of Final Fantasy. Probably through the magic of editing. Yeah, so very excited to have this. I haven't had a complete copy in my collection before, and yeah, I love this game. All right, the third one. This is a game that I imported. It's from a company similar to Limited Run Games, but not Limited Run Games. It is a remake of a classic platformer, kind of has spanned multiple systems, multiple generations, and has a very confusing lineage. There are games in this series, there are games in spin-off series, and it gets kind of hard to keep track of what's what. But this is a PS4 game, and it is a remake of one of the originals in the franchise. It is a platformer that dates back to the early 90s. I think that's about all the hints that I can give you without giving it away. But it is Wonder Boy Returns. It's got the postcard here, and then we've got the actual game. This is, as they describe it, the classic arcade masterpiece remastered. So yeah, this is from the company Strictly Limited Games. This is their 16th release, and it is a remake of the Wonder Boy games. I think this is, available digitally, but this is the only way to get a physical copy of it. And so, yeah, pretty exciting. I like when I can, picking up physical copies of stuff. And this is a franchise that I've played. I loved Super Adventure Island. Probably my favorite in this kind of family of games. But this one looked pretty fun and wasn't too expensive, so I picked it up. So this next one is EA Big. And actually, this is a CD case game. It is for the PC Engine. And as you might expect on the PC Engine, it's a shoot 'em up. Definitely one of the more affordable shoot 'em ups on the system. What other clues can I give? It has a lot of organic enemies and creatures and things. So whereas most shoot 'em ups tend to be in space or you fighting kind of cybernetic enemies, this one has you a little bit more biological. I think that's about all the clues I can give for this one. The art style kind of reminds me of Mega Man, actually. It's sort of biological creatures, but robotic forms of them. And it is El Dice. So, shoot 'em up on the PC Engine. It is a CD-based game, and you can see it has the spine card in there. Yeah. Definitely one of the cheaper PC Engine CD shooters for sure. I mean, these can start getting up to the hundreds of dollars after a while. But one that I found for very cheap, I was able to get on an auction for less than 20, I think. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking this one out. El Dice, a shooter that I have not played before. Last one. So this one's a bit tricky. So the package is pretty big. And that is because this is actually it's a lot of PlayStation 2 games. I think it's all PlayStation 2 games. There might be one or two PlayStation 1 games in here. The clue that I'll give you is specifically for the one game that I bought this lot for. And that is a game that was developed by Sammy. If I get rid of some of the packing materials here. It was developed by Sammy Studios and Access Games. It's published by Sega. And it is kind of a spy thriller game. This game was also directed by Swery, the same director for the Deadly Premonition games, but this was on the PlayStation 2, one of his earlier projects. And yeah, I got this entire lot for the price of this one game. And that is Spy Fiction. I think I actually got it for slightly less than this one typically goes for. But it has everything in there. And yeah, I've really been trying to track down a copy of this game for a long time. It's one of the holes in my PlayStation 2 collection, and it seems like a really interesting game. One that kind of slipped by me at the time that the PlayStation 2 was out. But I will show you, I guess, what else came in it. Really nothing else super exciting. I think there's one other game that I kind of want to check out. But we've got classic Britney's Dance Beat, Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness. I think this is the one that most people don't like. I haven't played any of the PS2 Tomb Raider games. Fight Night Round 3, Madden 07, Ace Combat 5, which is actually probably not a terrible game. Dark Angel, Vampire Apocalypse, which actually seems kind of cool. It seems almost like a Diablo type game based on the information on the back, but I think that this is a sequel to another game. So I might pop that one in to check it out. And then the last one is Portal Runner, which I am actually kind of interested in. I like these weird 3DO games that came out on the PlayStation 2, and it seems like kind of a budget 3D platformer, maybe? So yeah, I got all those games together, so there's the full lot of non-spy fiction games. Get a better shot for you. And most of these I don't think I'll end up keeping. I don't add just anything into the collection. I only really try to add titles that I intend on playing and I'm interested in. And so when I get a lot like this with some extra stuff, typically I'll either just trade or sell it off in order to recover some of the cost of what I spent. And in this case, this whole lot was so cheap, I probably only spent a couple dollars per game. I'll probably just bring them to a local trade night or something like that. So yeah, that is all 5 packages. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you like this style of video. I always think that they're kind of fun, and it's a good opportunity for me to share some of my game and memorabilia pickups with everybody in between your typical games I bought recently pickup video. So as always, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love to hear in the comments anything that you've been picking up lately, or any thoughts you have, how successful you were in guessing what was in the packages, stuff like that. Feel free to stop back by the channel for future videos if you like what you saw. And until next time, take it easy. Bye.